Hi all. In this video I'm going to talk about motivation, the types of motivation and the theories of motivation. Motivation is the reason for people's actions, willingness and goals. Motivation is derived from the word motive, which is defined as a need that requires satisfaction. These needs could be wants or desires that are acquired through influence of culture, society and various other factors. Motivation is one's directions to behavior or what causes a person to want to repeat a particular behavior. Further, motivation includes various internal and external factors which are aimed at stimulating a person to behave in a desired manner. There are basically two types of motivations. So let's analyze the two types of motivations. Positive motivation. Positive motivation is the motivation which is aimed at making a person behave in a desired manner in the expectation of a reward. In this type of motivation, a person is encouraged to perform an activity basically to gain a reward. Therefore, it is also called as reward motivation. On the other hand, negative motivation is also called as punishment based boosting method, because in this kind of motivation, a person is motivated to behave in a desired manner in order to avoid punishments. So, to understand this two types of motivations better, let's take an example of an employee working in a company. When an employee is encouraged to contribute more towards the productivity of the organization, and in return for contributing more towards the productivity of the organization, the employee would be rewarded by way of hike in salaries, promotions. Then this is called as positive motivation. On the other hand, if a person is motivated to perform better at work, the person is the employee is informed of consequences of not performing, like cut in salaries or demotions or transfers, then it is called as negative motivation. So basically these are the two types of motivation. Abraham Maslow's need hierarchy model is one of the first theories of motivation, and this theory was the need hierarchy model is proposed by Abraham Maslow in the year 1943. So, as per Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs theory, the human being or the human needs are represented through a five-tier model, and often these needs are depicted as hierarchical levels. So the needs in the below of the at the bottom of the pyramid needs to be satisfied first before moving on to satisfy the needs at the top of the pyramid. So let's analyze Maslow's needs hierarchy model. The first level of needs which Abraham Maslow has emphasized on is the physiological needs. These are the most basic needs, which include food, shelter and clothing. According to Abraham Maslow, when the physiological needs are satisfied, only then human beings think of satisfying needs at the other levels. And Maslow also observed that you know the physiological needs are the most powerful motivators, as individuals cannot survive without them. Moving on to the next level of needs, which is safety needs. After the satisfaction or fulfillment of the physiological needs, the next level of needs are the safety needs. These are essentially needs of self preservation, and safety needs refers to the needs of an individual to protect themselves from the uncertainties in future. So after the safety needs, the next level of needs is the social needs. After having secured the satisfaction of the physical needs and the safety needs, that is protection from future uncertainties, the needs for love and affection arise, and these needs are called as the social needs. Social needs includes the need to be loved and to love, and the need to belong and to be identified as part of the society. After satisfaction of the social needs, the next level of needs is the esteem needs. The self-respect is a key to such esteem needs, and esteem needs refers to the needs of an individual which arise from the need to be recognized and to be appreciated and to have status and prestige in the society. The next level of needs is the self-actualization needs. Now, these needs are at the top of the pyramid, that is, they are at the top of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and these needs are open-ended because it relates to the need to become more and more of what a person wants to achieve. So basically, human beings need do not have are limitless. So therefore, self-actualization needs refers to satisfaction of those limitless needs. Okay, so these needs basically self-actualization needs include the needs to realize one's full potential for development, maturity, and autonomy. So, however, self-actualization needs are difficult to fulfill fully because these are basically limitless needs. Okay, and since human being needs are limitless, therefore it is difficult for an individual to feel fully satisfy the self-actualization needs. Now let's look into the positives and negative evaluations of this theory. Abraham Maslow's need hierarchy theory is one of the most prominent and the first theories in the field of motivation. And this was the first theory to recognize the needs of an individual. This theory also helps a person to identify the reasons as to why certain factors motivate certain individuals and why certain other factors motivate other individuals. And this theory is dynamic because it understood the different phases of motivational levels. And if we see, the way in which the theory is presented is very simple and clear and concise. So this theory is very simple to be applied to practice also. Now let's look into the criticism which is leveled against this theory. Now, this theory emphasized the existence of or the classification of needs in a hierarchical order. It did not consider that there could be coexistence of needs also, and this theory emphasized that that only when needs at one level are satisfied, then the individuals move to the next level of need. But this may not be so in all the cases. Like after physiological needs, we had safety needs, and then we had social needs. But then sometimes for certain individuals, after safety or physiological needs, the next level of needs for them would be social needs, the need to mingle with the society, and after that it could be safety needs. So human beings may not always follow the same chronological order of needs which is laid down by Abraham Maslow. And another criticism which is leveled against this theory is that some people are satisfied at the lower level of needs itself, and and they do not feel motivated to move up the ladder of needs. So these are some of the criticism which is leveled against this theory.